Hey, what's up, people? This video is probably just mostly about confrontation, and as someone with social anxiety, I know it's hard to deal with, and for people to go through. So I've usually had problems with confronting people most of my life, and I hate doing that, especially people I don't know. If it's somebody I know pretty well, it's not as bad, but like when it's people that I work with and I have to say something to, it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I say? Or I'll probably ask somebody else. I usually find a way around it and try to avoid it and get somebody to help me with it. But this week it's been pretty rough because we've been working 50 hours and work in a warehouse. So I never did go to college because I was always scared to go, and it's something I try to avoid. Because high school was so hard for me too. And not just socially, but also academically. It's like I barely made it through. It wasn't my cup of tea, and I just never really did think about what I wanted to do. After I got out of high school, I never knew what I wanted to do. So I'm still kind of stuck in that pattern right now. Just kind of I've been working steady jobs since I've been out of high school, and I've done really good at them, and I've had like decent pay. Like I stayed long enough to where I like get a top out and everything. But it's just like most of the jobs that I do, like some of them require working around other people, and then people want to talk to you, of course. So I guess sometimes if I don't know somebody too well, I'll just kind of give them direct answers, or I won't really know what to say too much, and I feel like I might be kind of rude, but it's kind of hard to really talk to people and have much to say. But aside from that, I already covered that before, so I don't want to get too much into that again. But this time is like confrontation, and I had like an instance this week where somebody was kind of complaining about me, like where I was working at, and he said I was working near his area, which I have been assigned to work in that area. So there was another guy I was working with that was new, and I asked him if he had the same problem, and he said yeah. So the guy that was downstairs originally was having problems with both of us, and the other guy actually told the lead about it, and he asked me the first time, the guy we were complaining about, he asked me something like, what are you doing down here or whatever, and I was fixing to tell him, but the intercom came on, so it kind of like shut me up a little bit. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's kind of like a Saved by the Bell kind of moment. Like I didn't really know what to say, but I was told to do this. It's kind of what I told him. And I don't like having to tell people, even when I know I'm not in the wrong. I hate having to tell people. And it's like if I'm wrong about something, that's also it's not easy, but I'll usually fess up and admit it. I'll say, look, I was wrong, that was my fault, whatever. But if I'm not, it's still hard to really stand my ground. And that's one of the things that's been kind of going on too. And plus, I think it's been like really dreary outside lately, so it's kind of affects me as well. And because I like it when it's nice and sunny outside. I like it when it's hot outside. I like to be outside in general. I don't like to be in the house all day, and that's kind of like what it's been like today. So that's sort of why I got in the mood to make a video. And I really didn't think I would make one this soon again, for my last one, but I thought, well, what the heck. So, and then another thing that I wanted to cover was last weekend. I have like one buddy that I hang out with. It's like really one close friend, that I hang out outside of work, and I've known him for about 3 years. So he's got like a lot of friends. He's really outgoing. That's kind of like the difference between us is like I'm not as outgoing, and actually I'm not outgoing at all. Let me rephrase that, at all. Okay, so we got that part finished. But anyway, like he knows a lot of people, so of course I'll meet people through him, and I've never really met like really close friends, but I know some of them a lot better than others. And like we went out to eat last Saturday, and it kind of bothered me because a few people were kind of joking. You were joking around, and it wasn't like bad or offensive jokes or whatever, but it's just the fact that there were like a few other people around too. And then they were joking about me, and all eyes were kind of pointed to me, like, oh my gosh, I just kind of sat there and had like a nervous look on my face, like I didn't know how to react, and I don't like that. It kind of really, it made me mad, and like I said, it wasn't because anything was offensive. It was just, it made me mad. I was like, people know that I get kind of like tense and nervous like that, yet they still continue to. And I know other people don't know that. But I mean, I don't want to be like a party pooper. I don't want to say, look, I don't like it when you do that or whatever. I don't want to like make turmoil or make them think that I'm like a bad guy or anything, because I'm not. I mean, I could really, if I know somebody, I could cut up just as much as the next person. But I just don't joke well when there's a lot of people around. I just get so nervous. But I mean, if it's like a one-on-one kind of thing, I usually talk to people better like that. And unless I don't know the person too well, then I like other people to be around. It's a lot better. But it's just one of those things. I guess you kind of go back and forth, and some people are different than others, and that's pretty much all I can think of for right now. So that's kind of a few things this week. It's kind of been bothering me a little bit. So, and normally I used to get like depressed about this kind of stuff. It's like I used to really dwell on things and worry about things all the time. I would worry myself sick about some things. I was like, man, this is just not good. My life sucks and all that stuff. And it's like now I'm getting to that point. I'm 27 years old. So I'm starting to get to that point where I realize, what, this is life, and even people that don't have social anxiety go through this kind of thing, and a lot of people kind of go through things where they just, I don't know, some people just have really bad lives, and, they have their own things to worry about too. So, I mean, I know everybody's got something. If it's not one thing, it's another thing, so. But, I mean, like I said, that's life, and, I know at that point I have to just suck it up and bulk up and say, hey, you know what, I got to go through this. I have to accept it, and that's how I've actually done it. Like, I've accepted that it's okay. I don't have a lot of friends, and that's fine. It's like it's not gonna make my world end or anything, and I'm a happy person most of the time. I'm satisfied with my life. I just wish that I wasn't so afraid to talk to people or confront people, when I have to. And I hate feeling like, oh my God, if I start freaking out, people are going to notice me even more. And that's what really makes me freak out, because I know people are going to be looking at me. So I have to try everything I do in my power not to. But on the flip side of that, there's been a couple of people at work that actually have been, talking to me. I've been working around them more. So of course, you start to get comfortable with people after a while. And I'm still trying to warm up to them a little bit. Like, I don't know, these people that well. But, I noticed, like, when I was talking to them, it's like I can't look them in the eye for too long, because I know my face will start getting red, and also my eyes will start watering. And I know that's probably another weird thing, but ever since I was a kid, if I ever got embarrassed, like, my eyes will start kind of tearing up. Not like I'm sad or I'm, it looks like I'm crying, but I'm not. But I just get kind of watery. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. So, but yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll get better. I just one day I hope that I get out of all this. And I thought, you know what, I'm a grown man. I have to get out of this kind of thing. And so right now I'm gonna let y'all go. And just wanted to cover that. And thanks for listening. And thanks for your comments. And I will see y'all later. Bye.